Hi there, my name is Marco. I'm founder and CEO at Intellean, and today I'm going to talk about how to use Intellean for project management. I've about 10 years of experience in consulting project management, and I've that's one of the places where I started developing the precursor for Intellean. So I saw that the current tools for project management aren't always equipped for the best result, providing the best result. So the premise is that employees even in project management have difficulties finding the right information to do their jobs. And this results in delays, especially in project management. It causes delays and various types of risks, misresourcing, and misunderstandings. So let's dive into Intellean, and I'll show you something. So we dive directly into the application, into the system, and what we see here is the dashboard, and we have 3 documents uploaded currently. We have meeting 1, meeting 2, and task flow 1.2 there. And what we're going to be doing is uploading another requirements document here. It's a simple 5-page document. It's black and white, very boring, very difficult to see what's important. So we're going to upload it and see what we can do with Intellean to improve this. So here we go. We extract and analyze it fully. Although there wasn't much there to analyze, it's going to take a few seconds to do this. So we're extracting all the content, all the information, and then we're going to visualize it and prioritize all the important stuff there. It's done already. This is real time. So we have now the entire document in visual format, navigable. We'll check that in a moment. Now we can see that the entire document has been extracted. And then we have some visual aids here, which we can click directly and go directly into the things that matter. For example, if I click here, the high priority items, we can jump right into this project. Assumptions and external dependencies point without having to look for it, what's important. So, and we can add a note here. This is important, and then save that note, and that will be automatically added to this visualization. And we can also bookmark this another node, for example. We can expand these nodes however we want to see. There's the note that we added earlier. We can also mark these nodes after we've read them as, hey, we're done with this. We've completed that task. Same as with that one. We can now visually follow what we have done. So all in all, what Intellean does is take that black and white text and creates these clear groupings of what's important. So now you see we're jumping from one thing to another quite quickly here, but and it's actually very natural to navigate. And then we can actually just read it all in text format if you're not comfortable with that visual node interface. Same here, we can jump into the important stuff where you don't have to try and figure it out. I mean, this was a small document, 5 pages, but imagine if it was 50 pages. So now we're linking actually this document to another document, the previous task document, task flow 1.2. Now it's linked. So what this enables us to do is to jump into the between documents very, very quickly, or visualizations. We can also see the original document. And for example, we want to be comfortable, assured that text exists, and now we see it right there. It's right there in the document. So everything is verbatim. We can also upload directly documents and paste text from here. We can see the bookmarks, jump right there. We don't have to search for anything. Same with the notes. That note we added earlier, it's right there. And we can, of course, share this visualization and the document with other team members by inviting new members. Now we have all the notes currently yeah, available in that we have added in different note trees, all the bookmarks and the notes. And here we see the list of all the different documents that we have uploaded here. And we can also share the documents from here, from this library window as well, and see actually the original document. So this so Intellean works also as a really a document management system where you can store all the documents as well. And of course, we can create projects. So project folders. So if you have specific projects in mind, you can add them to these files and these node trees to different folders. So you keep everything arranged. Yeah, so we go back to the dashboard here, and here you see all the important information. Oh yeah, one thing that I forgot to show earlier was that we linked those two documents between each other, and now we can jump from, for example, that task flow 1.2, which we're open currently. We jump into 1.5. So these two are now interlinked. We can jump back into that and other documents, for example, meeting notes directly. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this quick demo of Intellean. And the question, of course, remains, so why would you use Intellean and not just some project management software or large language model AI? And the answer is that, of course, do use your project management software. For what Intellean isn't Intellean isn't a project management application. We don't have Gantt charts or timelines or resources management or any of that. What Intellean does is help you organize all that document, all those documents that are important to your project. So one of the reasons why I started Intellean and its precursors was that as a project manager for 10 years, managing all kinds of requirement specifications, project plans in PowerPoint format that were handed to me, or requirements in Word documents or Excel sheets, for example. And keeping track of all these different versions of the document, what has changed, and all in all, understanding what these documents contain. What do they actually? What's the important part of that document? So it was very, very difficult to keep track of this, and I know that this is very typical to project management. That keeping track of everything is complex. So what Intellean helps you do is visualize all those documents. Same applies not only to the project manager, but all to the other people involved in the project, stakeholders who may not be familiar with some of the terminology in project management. So it helps people find what's important to them in these documents, whether it's requirement specifications or other technical specifications or just project plans. The second part of this question is why not use an LLM? Well, LLMs hallucinate. That's a very well-known fact. They hallucinate. Even the very, very best LLMs out there hallucinate 1 to 2%, which means that in every 100 pages of documentation, you will find hallucinations in 1 or 2 pages at least. But normally LLMs hallucinate anywhere from 10 to 50% of the time. And so they're not very reliable. Imagine in that scenario where you have, for example, very, very tight specifications, and the LLM hallucinates some of the key parameters needed or required. That's not going to end well. Maybe nobody notices it because there are very small, subtle changes. So they end up using those parameters in a project, and the project failed because of that. Second of all, LLMs are not equipped for document management, which Intellean is, and also the visualization aspect. Why do we visualize in the first place? Is because visualized information is far more efficient for humans than just plain text. So in terms of cognitive science, hierarchical visualization is 2 to 4 times, even 5 times more efficient for humans than plain text. So a few things that make Intellean better than just project management software or an LLM. By all means, if you feel comfortable using these, go ahead. LLMs are pretty good for summaries. That's not something that Intellean does. We extract verbatim, word for word, every single thing that is written in your organization's documents. We extract them and make those documents easier to understand and easier to interact with, and not only easier to understand and interact, but also to memorize these things. So retention is the third thing that I would add here, is that visualized visualized items are easier to remember, multiple times easier to remember than just plain text. So this was a it was a long talk about project management and Intellean, but I hope you got something out of it. Please, if you're interested in hearing more about this, maybe demoing something related to your specific use case, feel free to contact me at any time at intellean.com or marco.wathen@intellean.com. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.